Hello and welcome back. I am Dr. Tony Scott Terry at a Little Wellness Center. We are here for our second demo. We are doing our body event. So we are going to be discussing cool sculpting. We're going to be discussing skin tightening and also Emsculpt. So I'm a little tired. It's 5 o'clock. You all know you've been at work all day. Me too. so I just kind of want to show you. This is 5 pounds of fat. Believe it's 5 pounds of fat. We've waited. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Is actually reducing and sculpting body areas. Now, the cool sculpting is something that we use to remove fat cells. This is all non-invasive. There are no incisions. There are no downtime. There is minimum discomfort, if you have any discomfort at all. And we're going to do demos of all of those today, so you'll be able to actually see it. If you have questions, I know some of you all just getting off work. If you have questions, send those in. If you are wanting to do the discount, you think you want to do one of the procedures, make sure you let us know that you are watching. Or you can still come in if you've got time to actually get on the Emsculpt machine, see how it feels, because it builds core muscles. So let's get started. Now, once again, we're going to talk about cool sculpting. We're going to talk about BTL skin tightening, as well as Emsculpt, which actually builds muscle. The cool sculpting, once again, we'll show you the procedure, but it will remove about 20 to 25% of fat cells. How does it happen? It happens by freezing the fat cells. The system gets really, really cold where we put the device. Those fat cells die off, and then over a period of time, they actually become excreted out of your body. So people will tend to see a little bit more bowel movements during that time. So once those fat cells are gone, they are gone. However, none of these procedures are for weight loss. So if you are looking to do weight loss, that's not what this is for. We do have things that we can do to help you lose weight, but that's not what this is for. Now, what I tell people is about 20 to 25% of the fat will actually be frozen. The cells will die off. And then once those cells die off, they will actually be excreted out of your body. So that's for cool sculpting. BTL Exilis, skin tightening. So the skin tightening with BTL will remove a little bit of fat. It does a lot more skin tightening. So you could do any part of your body. With most of these devices, you could do any part of the body. You could do, one of the popular areas for the BTL is for the eyes. People really like doing their eyes because it really brightens the eyes. So if you have crow's feet, or if you have lines, if you have some sagging skin, it actually will help to tighten that area. What I have people do is when you're doing BTL Exilis, the one thing I tell people to do is make sure you are hydrating and drinking lots of water, because that actually helps the heat penetrate the cells better. None of these are painful. None of these have any downtime, and you get great results. Anytime you are rebuilding collagen, it is going to take 8 to 12 weeks. So it's almost October, and the holidays, the events, they are coming up. So if you've got something you have to do, you have a dress you have to fit in, you have arms that are going to be out, this is the time to actually start doing the procedures, because it's going to take around 8 to 12 weeks for those results to actually manifest. Last one we're going to talk about is the Emsculpt. So the Emsculpt actually builds muscle. So everyone who's doing the Emsculpt isn't doing it because they want to have a six-pack. A lot of them are doing it because it actually helps your core muscles. So people who have back pain because their muscles are weak in the abdomen area, it will actually help improve some of that back pain. People who are golfers use it a lot because it actually helps those core muscles. People who have what's called the diastasis. What that is pregnant women who've had babies, those muscles kind of spread apart. And when they spread apart, what happens is that the muscles actually, when you sit up, it kind of bulges out. So that actually helps improve that because it tightens those muscles. When you're doing that, the Emsculpt, it actually is equivalent to doing 20,000 sit-ups at one time. Most people will do either 4 45-minute sessions or 6 30-minute sessions. So it works great. We've got great pictures on our website. And you can always, I'll give you the website so you can take a look at the gallery to see all the before and afters. Those are all clients that we've actually done. So those are real people. We didn't get them from somewhere else. Those are clients that we've actually done. So our website is allurelasermedspa.com, and you can go to that site and take a look at our gallery. Now we have models that are set up today, so you can actually see the procedure, see what they go through, see how it works. If you have questions during that time, chime in, ask all the questions that you can think of. All of our consultations are complimentary. We are doing 20% off today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So anytime between those days, you'll be able to get 20% off. So now we're going to check and see if everybody's ready to go. We're going to start with the Coolsculpting. So we'll have you watch, see what the device looks like, see how it's placed. So we'll start with answering any of those questions for Coolsculpting. Then we'll move to the next part. We'll start with BTL. We'll go on to the BTL Exilis, which is the skin tightening. And then we'll end with people, we'll show you people getting on the machine for the Emsculpt. And you'll be able to see how the muscle contracts. So, you ready? Okay, we got some people here too, so they're gonna come with us. Take a look at all the demos, ask questions, as many as you like. So we'll get started. Okay, we'll come back here. Going down our hall.
Hi.
Thanks for being
Oh, you too. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, what's wrong with it?
Which is the one that's going to freeze the fat cells. Ready? Yes. Okay. I'll show you some pictures so you can kind of have an idea. So this is before, this is 12 weeks after the Coolsculpting. Same thing for this chin. So this is her before, this is after. You can do chin, you can do arms, you can do abdomen, you can do inner and outer thighs. So any part of the body you can do. Okay, come on. This is our, remember I told you that women and men go to
Great. So where's it going in? Where's it going in? It's lost, right?
Going to have a blepharoplasty, which is surgery to correct the heaviness, but it definitely will help improve it. You can do any part of the body. You can do the face, you can do the eyes, you can do the arms, you can do the abdomen. So this is one of the abdomen. So you can see she had a little bit of laxity here. The BTL laxity is improved. One of the things with the BTL Exilis is that you have to make sure you are hydrated. And the reason is because the more hydrated your cells are, the better it actually penetrates. So, you ready, Georgia?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're gonna come in and we'll see. So she's doing her neck. So you can see a different body part today. So she's doing her neck. And once again, it helps with tightening. So you're gonna tell them your experience.
The BTL, it's actually very relaxing.
Uh-huh. Most people will fall asleep.
And I have her like before picture when before she first started.
So I'll increase it so you can see it. Okay, so that was before she started the treatment.
Now I'll show you today.
This is before she started the treatment. And then I'll show you, and these will be up on our website as well. This is from today.
She's had 4 already.
So for BTL, for the skin tightening, we usually have, so you can, it varies. Most people will do 4. And that's for the initial treatment. You'll do 4, usually about 2 weeks apart. Anytime we are breathing, collagen is going to start to decrease. So we do some maintenance as well. So some people will do it once a month, some people will do it once every 3 months, some people will do one every 6 months. And it's to keep the collagen rebuilding, but it also helps with the elasticity of the area as well. So sometimes if you like pinch your skin, it doesn't pop back like it normally does. This will help this as well. It does help, once again, the fine lines. The heat actually feels nice. It's very comfortable. A lot of people will actually fall asleep as you're doing it. But it is something that you can do any part of the body. And it works great. You just have to be hydrated. If you can't drink 64 ounces of water, then this might not be the one for you because you really do want your cells to be hydrated. Can we do it if you don't drink 64 ounces? Yes, but sometimes the heat you feel it a lot more. So we really encourage people to make sure you're hydrated. And 64 ounces is what you should be drinking every day anyway. So it's just getting you into the habit of drinking 64 ounces of water. Okay, so I think, so this is so each body area has different treatment times. The neck, we usually do 8 minutes on each side. The eye, we sometimes will do 6 minutes for each eye. Abdomen, so abdomen may be about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the size of the abdomen. So depending on the area that we're treating, and it will tighten the skin. So it looks a lot better. The elasticity improves, and it's actually rebuilding collagen. For anything that's rebuilding collagen, doesn't matter what it is. If it's a laser, if it's radio frequency, if it is microneedling, it takes 12 full weeks to actually completely rebuild collagen. But people will start to notice changes within like 4 to 6. So for people who have, and once again, the holidays are coming. We all know they're coming. Because it's going to take you 8 to 12 weeks, this is the time to actually start doing those treatments now. So we'll let her relax. We'll step out. We'll come back when she's almost done so you can kind of see the effects. But once again, you'll see some tightening that day, but the full time that it takes for collagen to rebuild is 8 to 12 weeks. Okay, on to the next place. We'll be back.
Thanks for stopping by.
So now we are going to Emsculpt. And
this is equivalent to doing 20,000 sit-ups. So I don't know how many people are doing 20,000 sit-ups a day, but when we actually have people do this, and you'll see, because we'll have someone get on the device who wants to try it, and you'll be able to see how the muscles are contracting. What the Emsculpt does is, yes, a lot of people will get it because they actually want more definition in their muscles. Where do you want me to go? They either want more definition in their muscles, or they have low back pain. They have a diastasis, which is where those muscles kind of split a little bit, or they have just want stronger core muscles. Anyone who has this procedure, whatever the reason they're doing it for, they always feel better. They always come back and say, my back doesn't hurt as much when I get up, or after I get up from sitting for a period of time, or my golf swing is better because my core muscles are stronger. So we do a lot of athletes. We do a lot of people who fitness, who just want that six pack. But I always tell people, this will reduce some fat. He can't say it for this device, but I can. It will reduce some fat, but it is going to do a lot of muscle. Now, if you have a lot of fat, you can only do so much. It has to get down to the muscle. So we try to make sure that people are good candidates for it, even for people who just want more stronger core muscles. It will definitely help those muscles. So, who wants to try it? You want to try it? Come on. So what we'll do, we'll let you see, and this goes up to 100%. We don't start you that high, and we can get you something to put over you. Can you grab a sheet and we can put that over her lap? Just right across. So we'll grab a sheet. And I'll actually, we'll have you bring off your necklace because it's a magnet. So we don't want your necklace affecting you. You ready? So we'll have you lay back, and we'll put the device on so you can actually see what it feels like. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
No, you're good. You are perfectly fine. So we're just putting this there, and we'll pull this up a little bit. So, okay. So we're just getting her ready. We'll put this on, and then we'll let you see what this feels like. And we will go at your own pace. I never tell people when I'm going up, because then they're expecting it. Okay. So we usually start slow. You ready? Okay.
I'm like,
There's stuff everywhere. I'm gonna have to pat her down. So we're gonna start slow, and what you'll be able to see is her muscles are going to start contracting. You feel it? So if you did 100 to 200 sit-ups, you would be sore the next day, and significantly sore. With the Emsculpt, once again, it's equivalent to doing about 20,000 sit-ups. It has different cycles it goes through, and one of the cycles almost feels like a clicking sound. It actually helps to kind of tap out the lactic acid that may build up when you're actually working your muscles that extensively, so that you're not as sore the next day. So it is helping your muscles build up, but also you'll be able to walk out of here. So that is, and once again, as you come a little closer and as we go up, this gets a little stronger. Okay. I never tell people when I'm going up, because then they're like bracing themselves. Yeah. But it's a really good treatment. You can do 4 treatments for 45 minutes, or you can do 6 treatments for 30 minutes. Depends on what your time is, and if you want to be on it for 45 minutes or 30 minutes is long enough for you. So, like I said, so you can tell the sound is different. So it cycles through different areas, which actually makes your muscles contract, which doesn't make you act sore. How are you feeling? Good. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna go up a little bit more. So, I know it's gonna be still tickling. A little stronger, but we go up at your pace. And like I said, if you need us to stop at 80%, we'll stop at 80%. If it's too intense for you, we can tailor this to each individual. But usually, the next time you come in, it's muscle movement. Your muscles won't be as much of a shock, so you'll be able to tolerate it and go right up. Okay, so that's Emsculpt. So if you've had children, your muscles have kind of splayed. It actually helps strengthen those muscles and increase actually the thickness of your muscle, which kind of closes that gap. So that's the Emsculpt. And like I said, you know, if you're ever here, we can put you on a device for about 5 minutes. You can actually see what it is. It works well. This is, once again, none of these devices are meant to replace fitness and healthy eating. It's not meant to do that. One of the reasons we started the Wellness Center is because as a society, we are living longer, but not necessarily better. Overall health and well-being. Okay. And then look good in the process. You can do any body part. So for Emsculpt, you can do triceps, you can do biceps, you can do abdomen, you can do butt, so it gives you more of a lift. You can do legs, so any part of the body it fits on. And there's a different handpiece for the legs and the arms, but it actually helps to improve all of those muscles and makes it stronger. No questions that we're getting? We had a lot of questions earlier. You all must be tired after work. I understand. Like I said, we had a lot of questions earlier today. All of the procedures are going to be 20% off today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So if you're interested, all the consultations are complimentary. So there's no charge for that. Because we want to make sure that you're getting the right treatment. And if you have questions, you'll be able to ask any of the questions that you may have. Okay? So let's kind of check back on. So we'll be back. And then we'll check back on the BTL and see how the skin tightening is going. And then because once again, for the Coolsculpting, that procedure is 30 minutes. So when she's ready to take him off the device, we'll check back with him as well. And that's when she'll do the actual massage. You want to continue this? You want to go with us to see? Okay. We walk wherever we go.
Get that treatment though. You still comfortable?
Yeah.
No cramping or anything anywhere? Okay, great.
It's a lot.
How long did you think it took for you to start seeing changes?
Honestly, like I could tell right away. I felt better about my last week and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then on this side,
Besides that,
Mm-hmm.
it's just,
have you happened to do a treatment like this before or no?
Yeah.
so yeah, like,
You hear about it, but you never find anybody you know.
Once again, I'm not a fan of pain. These procedures are painless. And you could do these, takes 30 minutes, like I say, on a lunch break, after you get off work, before you go to work. You can do these procedures and nobody really has to know unless you tell them. But you definitely start to see the changes and it just helps with repairing areas that you don't like as well. But it's an easy procedure to do and it's a really relaxing procedure to do. And you actually do get great results. And you can always go to our website. Like I said, these are our clients. These are people who we've actually treated, and you'll be able to see what their results are. And even like the beeping, it makes you kind of, I don't know, the soothing sound.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but it just feels like warm.
Yes,
Yeah.
and not painful. And you've been drinking your water, haven't you?
Yeah.
So drink your water. It makes the procedure a lot easier for you. Like I said, we can still do it. We just may not be able to go all the way up to the maximum amount of temperature if you can't tolerate it. But if you're hydrated, you'll have no problem at all tolerating these procedures with great results and no downtime and no incisions and no anesthesia. And you get 20% off through Saturdays. So I don't know how you can beat it. We'll check back in with Coolsculpting now and see how he's doing. Because it's what time? I think it's been how long?
At least 8 minutes.
So he's probably been on there for maybe 20. So we'll check back in there and kind of see how he's holding up. By now, he probably doesn't feel anything at all because he does go numb. You don't really notice anything else after that.